First-person shooters have become one of the strongest game genres out there. They're so popular that we're guaranteed at least 2 major FPS titles before Christmas every year. This powerhouse of a genre wasn't always like this, though. During the time of the ancients, FPSs were based on tile movement and 90-degree turns, a far cry from their modern-day counterparts. It wouldn't be until the early 90s when they finally gained some traction. Resolutions had increased and the worlds had become so much more detailed compared to previous games. Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Duke Nukem. These games would become the foundation of modern first-person shooters and spark an endless amount of creativity and ingenuity.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
In a world where modern first-person shooters are focused more on multiplayer and realism, Doom has dialed it back to the classic run-and-gun arcade style we've been starved of. Doom 2016 did a fantastic job rebooting the series, but Doom Eternal burst in like a Kool-Aid man, took 4 dry scoops of pre-workout, and illegally downloaded the Sonic movie.
FBI, open up!
The movement in this game is insane. I am speed. I'm talking double jumps, air dashes, whatever the hell this thing is, and the overall walking speed of the Slayer. It damn near plays like an anime fighter.
Stupid. Okay. You think you're real slick with this, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You're gonna get hit by this low. What I say? What fuck I say?
With all this movement, there's bound to be a few tears in the space-time continuum, which may cause one of the following. Super jump, Scooby-Doo legs, and my favorite, hands of God. Most of these are fun additions of the game. But not these goofy aha ones though. Nah, not these, no, get them out. And gamers, I'm happy to finally announce that the chains of cover-based combat have been broken. You need to move and you're expected to stay moving. Hurry, it's coming. As you rip and tear through the hordes of hell, you'll find that your arsenal is pretty badass. And you can make it even better at the low price of bullying small defenseless robots. The improvements will either help you focus all your hatred on one enemy or distribute it equally among the people. As you get stronger, the lesser demons begin to get the red-hot knife treatment, but even the stronger boys don't stand a chance once you start quick-swapping 2 heavy-hitting weapons. Run out of ammo?
Uh-oh.
Run out of health and armor?
Stinky.
Just hit him with a... maybe a little... and top it off with a... and boom baby, you're back in business. With this infinite cobblestone generator of health and ammo, there's no reason you should run into a situation where you're shit out of luck. The Slayer is built to keep running and gunning. The only complaint I really have is there's too many combat mechanics. Is it really necessary to have 2 different types of grenades, a flamethrower, a chainsaw, and a god punch? Don't get me wrong, I love the amount of skill and finesse required to juggle everything in combat, but I don't feel like I need an extra grenade, and I like 2016's punching mechanics better. Let me keep the super punch, but for the love of God, at least let this shit do some form of damage. With this extensive list of torture devices, it can be more than a little overwhelming choosing between them mid-combat against horrors beyond my own comprehension. But once you get your feet wet, you start to notice the firefights flow in a super high-speed chaotic mess of flesh and bone. Outside of me being a little bitch and complaining about having too many choices, there are 2 major reasons why I don't like all these mechanics. For starters, the amount of tutorials that they throw at you is borderline psychotic. Why, before and after what feels like every single interaction, is there a tutorial? This shit is exhausting. I almost don't even mind the mechanic tutorials. Why yes, I think I would like to know how to open up my own barbecue spot in hell. But taking every major demon and giving them a tutorial on how to beat them is insulting. Remember when you'd get stuck on a boss for what felt like eternity and you had to adjust to patterns and learn weak spots? Well, not anymore, you stupid son of a bitch. This whole we gotta spoon feed the player at every obstacle thing is getting kinda old.
Is there something else we can hit?
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
And this is me just being nitpicky, but I really don't like how much space the icons take up on screen. I highly recommend you go into the options and turn all this bullshit off. This game is a visual masterpiece, sorta. And depending on how you feel about the difficulty and whether or not you enjoy cold showers, I don't think you need all that precious screen real estate taken up by clutter. Just look at what all this trash gets in the way of. I love the overall atmosphere of Doom. It brings me back to when I was a kid playing Diablo 2. You get to traverse through these massive futuristic cities and gothic alien citadels and bear witness to the demonic corruption taking over our world. Gundam-sized robots and demons help personify just how massive the threat is. With these dark themes and the decimation of the human race, Doom can be easily misinterpreted as a serious game. And yet here we are with all these silly little collectibles and Easter eggs. You really get the best of both worlds. I love when a game makes it fun to find collectibles. There's something just so enjoyable about finding action figures, game records, and floppy disks. It adds a lot of personality and soul to the game. The more you play the game, the more you'll realize that its serious side isn't even all that serious either. The story is essentially the Doomslayer going,
"Don't care, didn't ask, plus ratio, eat shit, die slow."
You can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Mars.
So far on the checklist, we got awesome combat, some breathtaking scenery, cool collectibles, and this absolute unit. If only there was some badass soundtrack that we could play while slaughtering the hordes of hell. Oh, wait a minute. Mick fucking Gordon. I loved you for working on the Killer Instinct soundtrack, man, but holy shit, there's nothing like killing some demons to some metal. ID Bethesda, stop playing with this, man. Stop it. Doom Eternal delivers exactly what you want from a Doom game, and it never lets up. The gameplay, the visuals, the soundtrack. With this beautifully crafted trio, it falls just shy of a perfect score, with a 4.5 out of 5. Happy hunting, Slayers.
I feel it is in Doom that I have faith. The Slayer is the spear that stabs at the heart of our attackers, and those that would seek to harm us should feel warned. For there is only one dominant life form in this universe, and it carries a steel-barreled sword of vengeance. All Hail the coming of the Destroyer. The Slayer's time is now.